Welcome, everybody out there to Divorce Devil, episode 87. Today, we're going to have stages. This is the one of 4 stages. We're talking about, I'm divorced. I signed the papers. Now what? This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So stage 1, immediately after, day of, and a few days later. Stage 2, weeks, a few months later. Stage 3, 6 months to a year later. Stage 4, a year and beyond. So we're going to have Rachel start.
I think quiet in here.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it depends if you initiated. I did not unplug it. I hit myself in the. Hello.
Can you hear?
There we go. No, it's still dark in here, but it's okay. I can manage. I think it depends if you're the initiator or not. If you.
All right, stop. No, we gotta have.
I can't hear it in here.
Oh, come on. This.
It was good, and then it went dead. Can't hear it in my ears.
I can't hear. Speak.
Hello? Nope.
There you go.
What's this? Nothing?
Power. How about now?
Hello? Hello? It's still like muffled in here.
This is the headphones.
I don't
This is the
know.
headphones.
Hello? Oh, I can hear it now.
Don't touch it. Can you hear?
I can hear now,
Okay,
yeah.
Don't touch it.
Okay,
All right.
I got it.
All right.
I just had to give it the magic touch. But don't touch
The
it.
Midas. Touch.
Okay, I need my... Can you hear me now? Yes,
just
I
like-
hear it. It sounds good.
Here we go. All right. You were saying.
Or, did you...
No, didn't stop it.
Oh, you're going to... Never mind.
Splice it.
I think it depends on if you're the initiator or not. So if you pulled the plug and now you like have signed it, you're probably relieved that some of the chaos is over. If you have kids, you know that the chaos are maybe less chaos.
Chaotic.
Episodes. I think you go through a relief right away. You're still experiencing types of grief. And then how do you move forward from a past that you created that was supposed to be forever? So I think you just have a lot of like these emotional stuff that's happening. I know when I signed my divorce papers, finally, I was supposed to get divorced in like March. I met Lance in January, supposed to get divorced in March. And my girlfriend and I decided to go to Vegas to celebrate, but like, just get, get all this shit out. Well, we went to Vegas and got there, and we were there about 18 hours, and they told us we had to leave because of COVID. So,
Damn.
It was just a shit show all in one moment. We had fun and made the best of it, but we tried to get home, and so there's chaos in all of that. I was supposed to get, actually, my divorce date was actually my wedding date, which was weird. Yeah, so it kept getting postponed because courts were closed, and then people were getting sick, so they didn't have enough staff. And finally, I had like 3 other dates, and they're like, nope, not going to happen. Nope, not going to happen. Stop it. You're such a brat.
I know.
So finally, when I got divorced, I'm thinking, okay, well, it's going to, it's at 8:00. Call them. They're gonna read through this whole thing, blah blah blah. Well, we had gone through so much already because of a lot of the stuff was done through all the extra stuff, extra talking to people and things. So it lasted about 4 minutes. They had us identify ourselves over the phone, not even like a Zoom, nothing. Just call in. You're the next caller, kind of thing. And then, do you agree to this divorce? And do you agree? Blah, blah, blah. I said yes. He said yes. And they're like, okay, your decree will be sent in the mail. And, sorry it happened this way, but, you're both officially divorced, and hung up.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
You know what?
But you're almost like numb. I got mine. I went down and signed. This is before COVID because I'm older than you.
Way older.
Back in the day. And I went down to Laura's office, and she wasn't there, but I signed the papers. And I think I told you that I didn't drink the 18 months I was going through my divorce.
Yeah. You got wasted.
Man, I went out. I had to leave my car at Old Chicago and go pick it up the next day. Yes. I don't suggest that to people, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I left my car there because I couldn't drive home.
Well, that was smart.
And I didn't pick it up till like that next night.
Wow.
I was hurting.
Oh, yeah. You probably couldn't see straight.
Yep.
You still drunk the next day. That's how drunk you were.
Yeah.
So
I think you shouldn't do a lot of stuff. Don't plan on, people do divorce parties too. That's big.
Well, that's kind
like
of
right
what
away.
my girlfriend and I were going to do. She's like, we have gone here a ton of times when you were married and, had fun. So now let's see how it's different. And it was different because everything was shutting down as we got there. And, they're like, you have this much time to get out. And there was no flights and all that. So we had to make do. And people weren't really wearing masks yet. But a lot of places we were going into were like, we suggest a mask. Oh, by the way, that'll be $25 for one of those little surgical masks. Bottles of water. Like everybody was like so getting sanitary, right? That was happening. The plate glasses were going up, and we just did what we could because a lot of things weren't open. And I got home, I was like, okay, so now Monday this is going to happen. And I got a thing. Nope, sorry, it's not going to happen due to blah, blah, blah. Courts are closed. And so I don't know that I really, and again, if I were to go do a divorce party, how could I? COVID shut everything down.
But now COVID is almost over. Not quite. What do you suggest to people that they should do now, the day of, the minute of? What should you do? I say nothing.
Our guest, Angela, her divorce is actually Monday. And when I was talking to her, she kind of she actually texted me, hey, by the way, I'm sure Lance told you. He hadn't yet because we hadn't spoken that day yet. And she's like, I'm getting divorced. I don't know what to do. I said, listen, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what's going on, you have to take care of you. Don't, like I said, make sure you take care of yourself that day. Even if you take off, I don't know what time it is, all the other stuff, but you don't know the emotion that's going to hit you when they say you're divorced. And I cried for the closure, and I cried for Jesus Christ, that took forever. But it was one of those things that's no longer my family, even though I have people in that family, that unit, my kids. So I think, and mine was a little different because I was with Lance. I started dating him in January and I'm supposed to get divorced. So
you had a boyfriend by the time you were divorced?
Well, I was supposed to be divorced sooner.
No, but that's not what I'm here. I want to hear yes.
All right, Serial David.
Yes.
Serial David.
Don't throw stones in glass houses.
Don't judge me when
you were in a relationship before you were divorced.
I was newly dating when my divorce was going to be final.
Help us, Jesus.
Listen.
Clap.
Listen.
Help us, Jesus.
Help us, Jesus. Okay. Give me these. No, so yeah, I guess I was dating 2.5 months when I was supposed to get divorced. I had a date, so I think I felt better, even though, I don't know. It worked for me. Look, I mean, dude.
I know it worked for you.
So.
But we don't, hey, last thing we want to do is suggest to people things that we did.
Yeah, no. Don't buy lots of boxes of cereal.
Are we going to have a podcast say, don't do what we did?
Do the opposite of what we did.
And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But we're fine. Hey, but we're fine too, but we're just fine later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you do some of the things that we've done, you'll be okay.
Enjoy.
I mean, I'd like to say we've made out pretty well, but I think
nobody died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I absolutely believe that, the divorce party is more or less a tribe party. And it's the people that have been with you through your divorce saying, no matter what, I got you. And it goes back to, I said, my friend one friend was like, I want to help you. Why don't you let me help you? I'm mad at you because you won't let me help you. And then the other one's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm here, whatever you need. And the amount of support that I got from other people was so great that I'm where I am now. Like no matter what I did or said,
Mhm.
they know I was going through something rough and they were just there to support me and maybe not give me advice. But if I asked for advice, they would say, here's the neutral ground. Yes, I love you, but here you may not be seeing it this way. So I think when you're newly divorced, you have to figure out your new forever. You're always
I
going to
think
be
one
part
of the
of your
things you have
forever.
to do is, and you should do this just prior to being divorced or as you're getting divorced, is you figure out who's on your team.
Yeah, and that's hard.
That's hard. Yeah, but you got to start early. You don't wait till the end.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I had a best friend who was going through shit before I told her I was getting divorced, and like I said, one of my traits is I shut down, and when I come out, I hope you're there. If you're not, that's not on me. That's just how I deal with things. And again, it's probably not the best thing, but I close off, figure it out in my head, see what I need from past stuff too. So I've learned from past things that have worked and haven't worked. And, I put up the walls, I do the things, and then I slowly dig my way out of the walls, and hopefully you're still standing. And the people that are in my tribe now, I can't even tell them how much I appreciate them and love them and cherish their friendships. And, even if they were going through stuff, just checking on me, even if they were going through stuff and I couldn't check on them because I was going through so not holding it against me that I wasn't the best of communicators with people because I put up walls.
I suggest to people out there, all our listeners, find out who your friends are, learn how to cut bait quick.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, boyfriend, friends, it doesn't matter. If you got to get that skill, or else it will hamper you from healing.
Well, and I think too, going through a divorce gives you resiliency that you didn't know that you
if you accept it.
But if you accept it, yeah. Well, I mean, again, there are so many people that I know that are so bitter and so mad. Like, especially, I can only speak for women. If their husband had cheated, or if the husband was the reason that they got there, they're so mad that this person changed their future, that they can't see past the nose on their face.
And they still have control. That person still has control of them. Yeah.
And so I said, you really have to learn to slowly chisel that person out of your life. Keep them in the distance because if you have kids, because not everybody has kids, right? But try to figure out a way to be nice. You got to learn how to be nice to yourself, be nice to your surroundings, just accept that you are now your forever. You're always going to be on your own side, right? So you have to really take care of yourself. And I think that's one of the big things in stage 1.
Taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Learning who you are, loving yourself, figuring out what your part in that was and how you can fix any of the flaws that may have contributed to it. Or, like mine was communication. Like, I'm just going to be mean.
Now you're like perfect.
I know I am. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Yeah. After a couple of podcasts, you're like, ace boom coon, man. Yes.
No, yeah, really. And I said that today because I was talking to someone about the podcast, and I was like, if you listen to the earlier episodes, I was angry and I didn't know I was angry because
that's okay.
I'm a happy person. So generally my take on myself is happy, free spirit, hippie style, but like tries to be kind.
I don't think the anger came out until we did forgiveness. That's when the anger came out.
Tell people to start at 47. Because I literally have it like, I can tell you exactly what I said on that whole thing. I go, give no fuss.
And I don't regret any of it. Damn it. No.
I think that's a good place to start too. Like, you have to see where your anger lies because a lot of it's not on your partner.
Yep.
It's how you react to a situation. And early on, there are so many phases. There's so many stages that you're just like, what do I get through? Like, I mean, I have actually done some homework. There are different stages
wait.
of divorce.
I just heard you just slam me.
I slammed you?
Yeah, you said I actually did some homework. That means I didn't do homework.
No, I don't ever do homework. You're always the ones that come up with the titles and you come in, you're like, I got this. Look, I talked to this one. Oh, this expert says. So now I feel like I'm going to take a little part in
I think you're slamming
in my podcast.
Yes, but go ahead.
No, it's never against you. You're my co-host.
Yes.
Notice I said you're my co-host.
Yes. That's like 2 rungs down the ladder, but that's okay.
Co-host is equal.
Co-host, yeah. You're my co-host. You're
I will
my
be your co-host. Okay, people. Good thing we're not married.
Yeah. We'd be dead. War of the Roses.
Oh, I know, right? I know, but I think we feed off each other and,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes.
Like I was talking to Valerie earlier. I was like, "Ah, he's so lucky. And I'm his co-host.
Yeah, that's what she thinks too.
Yeah. Well, she
Not
knows.
the co-host thing, the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm the boss of me.
Yeah.
I'm the boss of you too.
Anyway, as you're saying,
Okay, so back to the podcast.
because you did homework. Because you did homework.
Rachel did homework because you
Homework.
always do homework.
Yeah.
I would never slam you.
Too late.
I appreciate you.
Too late.
David.
Too late.
Okay, so there's stages of divorce, and there's 8, I believe. The first one is devastation. It's like, oh shit, this marriage that I wanted to last forever is over. 2 is grief. 3 is anger and rage. 4 is denial. 5 is revenge. 6 is acceptance with the background music of "We Are Never Getting Back Together." That's acceptance.
Together, together.
Wrong song.
Your friends are my friends.
I know the song. That's okay.
Was that on key? I'm sorry.
No,
Oh.
it's tone, David.
Tone.
7 is a glow up
Tone
where
loc.
you get better. I know what tone loc is.
Funky cold
No, this was Taylor Swift. We are never ever
Oh,
getting
geez.
back together.
That's brutal.
So 7 is glow up, and
Mhm.
8 is over it and ready to move on.
What's a glow up?
When you just get super skinny and like super fabulous, and you know you're amazing, and you know you're hot, and you it doesn't have to be super skinny, but that's what happened to me. But I not healthy though. I'm not eating, not sleeping, fun stuff like that. Glow up is when you get to your best potential. No.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. Hey, this is your homework, sweetheart. Go for it.
All right. So
That's 7, right? 7?
It's 8.
8.
I mean, I know you can't count.
I've got 9.
What's 9?
You know what 9 is?
What? Karma. That is a good one. I love that one so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to write it
Yep.
like
Karma.
big letters.
Karma's going to be a special podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love karma.
Yeah. Karma is best served when
Wet.
you're not looking. You say wet?
I did.
I said karma.
Hopefully, Karma Sutra. Kama Sutra. Karma.
It's not Karma
I
Sutra. It's
know.
Karma
I'm just
Sutra.
playing on words, David. I'm trying to be funny. I am the funny one here.
Yeah, just like foreskin.
Okay, you win. 5 skin? Okay, we're not going to start that.
It's kind of like foreskin, forehead, but 5 head. Anyway, no, but karma can be the ninth realm stage.
Well, I think early on too, I remember saying, when is someone else gonna pay for the bullshit? So like, you try to be a good person, you do all this stuff, and all this stuff keeps attacking you. It's like, where the fuck is karma when you need it?
It's because you're concentrating on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you should, but you're
Yeah.
concentrating negatively on you. Things are happening. Things are always happening in the back end.
Yeah.
The best karma is that person no longer has you to beat up or browbeat or whatever. That's the best karma in the world, that you are by yourself and they have no control of you.
Do you think there's levels of karma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like levels also in the stage, like, so you're in stage 1. So what do you think karma looks like?
Karma in stage 1 is
you're getting divorced?
You're getting divorced and you've got your freedom. And you really can't focus on karma because you become self-centered on it. It's like, when that person going to get hurt? What's going to happen to them? But you have to figure out how to heal yourself. Karma
We don't mean physically hurt. We mean...
No, we mean physically hurt. Yes.
When are they going to get hit by a car?
My car. Because her friends are my
friends. And your friends are his friends, and their friends are my friends, and I don't know all the words.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, I think you have to go, like with grief. I mean, it's stage 2 here, but I feel like grief is in every stage also.
I think what happens with those 9 stages,
9.
there's our 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4 has 9 substages.
Yeah.
So every one of those stages. So like in stage 1, we talk about how do those stages apply to stage 1. Yeah. Substages apply to stage 1.
And I think they all, because like when you do, stage 1, you are absolutely devastated.
Oh yeah.
Stage 4, you're devastated, but you're not devastated in the point where like, I'm devastated that I'm never going to have a 50-year wedding anniversary. I'm devastated that my grandchildren are going to have to go to two separate
houses.
grandparents' house, and my kids are going to have to split up their time, not two ways.
So the devastation becomes inconvenience.
Yeah, and I think when we know that all the stages are appropriate, in all the stages of divorce are appropriate in all the stages of, of our lives, of how far we've been in it, it makes it easier to progress too, because like, okay, this is normal. You're supposed to grieve, but you grieve less. You are angry less. You're in denial less. You're in, so as you move forward in the stages of life, the stages of divorce become less.
We got to call
shocking.
these the Rachel Davis stages, 4 stages.
I like to put my name first.
Then those are the sub stages, the 9 sub stages of divorce that apply to every stage that we have.
And I think too that a lot of these stages will meld together. So you're going to be angry because you're in denial, because you're grieving. So there's a lot of things that have to happen for you to heal. And I don't think you ever officially heal because shit will keep coming back at you, but it stings
even 10
less.
Years later.
And it stings less. You know, like you have a falling out with a child because the ex is saying bullshit. And then that child comes back to your life. Well, you're less apt to like give all of yourself, but you have to heal enough to go, hey, that person reached back out. Or, I let it go so I can have a relationship with my child. Or I didn't let it go. And now I don't have a relationship with my child because I'm divorced, because my ex said this, because someone did that. So you have to find your way in it so that it doesn't affect you negatively. And I think that's what we all, hope, that you can just, yes, the divorce is going to be with you forever.
Yep.
But
less and less over time.
Yeah. But how much does it have to affect your spirit, your soul, And I'm really big at like healing all parts of myself to be the best person I am in a new relationship, in my, my job, in the podcast, because I learned so much just from being here, and it's a safe place. And why we do it is it's okay to feel the way. I keep seeing this saying, it's okay to not be okay.
Yep.
It's okay to not want a divorce all through the whole thing. You may like, well, what if I work it out? Or what if I do that? It's okay. But ultimately you have to find yourself in your divorce because it's your divorce, and you would I have Lance, and he has gone through a divorce a year before me. So he was able to give me some pointers, but he never told me I had to do this. He's like, hey, maybe if you try this might work. Some things did and some things didn't. I'm very emotional. I cry a lot less because I give more fucks.
More fucks or less fucks?
Less fucks. Okay. I don't even know. Okay. I give more no fucks. How's that? That's what I meant to say. I mean, I can't be perfect all the time. Sorry.
I know. But, when we talk about healing and we talk about, so when I look at my Facebook groups and I'm also on Reddit now, one of the big questions for men and women is that they're on the precipice, like they're on the hill. They don't know which way to turn, either shit or get off the pot. So I tell them either do counseling or something, because you need to be really sure that you really want to do this.
Because it's not easy. It's not easy. People are like, I'm just going to do. And I guess it might be easier if you don't have children, or you're like, maybe 6 years.
Rich.
Super rich. I mean, that didn't happen.
Kanye West.
I thought I was. Yeah. Thought I was rich. Oh, you see that? Kim broke up with the nude man.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're both really weird. Sorry.
Hey.
But whatever.
Out of our
I don't want to judge.
Money lane.
You do
money
you.
Lane. Money
17
lane.
marriages, 85, whatever. Yeah. You do you.
Yeah.
What do you think the hardest phase of the divorce was for you?
Where are the phases again?
I know which one it was for you. 3.
Yeah. Anger.
Yeah. So what got you out of that?
When I did the divorce recovery thing at First Press.
Yeah.
That really helped. And getting friends and figured out that I wasn't alone. When what do you say? Not misery loves company. What do you say? Like-minded people.
Yeah. Like-minded people.
Like-minded people do the same thing. Yeah. And I sat in the room in a small group. It's like, man, my shit is nothing compared to some of the shit I'm hearing. what am I bitching about? So it kind of put me in a better place from the standpoint that I should be bitching about that. It's horrible, but it's way better than some of the shit I'm listening to.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you can't sit in any of the stages. You have to visit them.
Yep.
Maybe come back, maybe a little longer before the visit.
Kind of like Scrooged. We ought to have a divorce Scrooged. Oh my God.
We should.
Boom. Divorce
that would be
Scrooged.
fun.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I could probably direct it.
Yes, because you're into the
theater. Yeah.
Theater, yes.
And I remember
Divorce
hearing.
Scrooged. Oh shit.
I remember hearing in my group, if you sit in any emotion for too long, you live there. Well, we don't want to live in the negative. Let's live in the positive, and occasionally the negative's going to come in, but it's going to be, I keep saying less of a sting, but less, heartbreaking or less,
So it's almost like you want to visit the negative.
Yeah, but
And
you
not
don't want to
stay
live there. Yeah, because that can put you back in devastation, the grief, and denial. And one of the big ones too, I see a lot in the divorce stuff is revenge. A lot of people date
For revenge?
for revenge because if a woman, I can only speak for women because I'm a woman. If a woman initiates the divorce and she starts dating like a 20-something and he's super hot and built, and the guy you left
that's
was
brutal.
Not.
Yeah.
It's like that guy, like I can only speak from experience, angry, pissed off. Guess what? I did it because of that, because I wanted a response. And oh, by the way, you let this go. You're the one that caused this. And again, I was in a marriage. There's two of us, but my reasoning for get out was my reasoning. My reason for revenge was, I told you I was great.
Yeah, but after you do revenge,
again,
it's almost like an empty emotion.
You can't live there.
Yeah.
And it's like the other thing.
But it feels good for a second.
Like you say.
Kind of like sex.
A second.
2 seconds. Sorry. 2 seconds.
Dave.
2 seconds.
Sorry, Valerie.
Oh, yeah. What's on TV? Netflix.
You can watch the How to Build a Sex Room.
Did you watch some episodes?
I did.
Is that crazy?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I want to get that.
Polly.
I want to get the comedian on.
Oh, yes.
Yes. We got to find her. Yeah.
The Polly was.
The 7, 8 people?
Yeah.
That's a big ass bid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Hefner is like, whoa, what? Why didn't I?
Yeah. Hugh Hefner is like rolling down his grave.
He's like,
that could have been me.
Wait, what? Yeah. So I think, so stage 1, right after, like a day after, a few days later, whatever. Like you said, you're numb. So any of the emotions, I almost feel like, I tried to escape, but because it was, pulled further and further out because of COVID, Vegas was going to be my devastation, my grief, my anger, my thing.
You were going to just visit all those and bang, visit, boom.
I was going to gamble and drink, watch shows, gamble and drink.
What's that one game with the little squirrel that comes out of the holes?
Whack-a-mole?
Whack-a-mole.
That's not a squirrel. You're beating me up.
So just think whack-a-mole with the 9 stages.
That could be when we do like a group, when we do start doing our divorce groups.
Yes.
Our live one, we'll have a machine and there'll be all the different stages.
Anger.
Denial.
Anger.
Get a big hammer.
Yeah.
Just a sledgehammer.
No. Chainsaw.
Just cut the heads off. Game's a little different, folks.
That's a hell of a waiver, though, isn't it?
I mean,
we're losing fingers. Sorry, buddy. You want to play? Love you.
It's like what's that game? The Netflix show where they were like shooting people. Squid Games.
Squid Games. Yes.
It's like that. Divorce Squid Games. If you survive, you get a divorce.
So if you lose, you don't get killed. You get to stay with your spouse.
You have to stay.
Oh, that's worse than death. Divorce Squid Games.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
But you get like $400 million if you get to the end.
No, you get to the end, you get divorced. That right there was worth $400 million.
Death or
no, divorce.
Oh, you don't die. You have to stay. Oh, okay.
Either you get divorced and you win, or you lose, you go back to your ex.
And each game that you fail is extra years that they live. They get extra lives.
How do you think of that stuff?
Have you met me? I'm so freaking smart.
And then when you win Divorce Squid Games, what can you win? You win a divorce.
You said you win a divorce.
You win a divorce.
$400 million.
You win a divorce, and you win all those stages. You get karma, you get anger, you get everything.
I just want glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up, glow up.
Men don't do glow up.
You don't think you like when you're dating, you like try to be better, exercise. You're trying to find a girl. So you like be the best you. You eat a salad once in a while.
Yeah, but there's more women out there than men.
I don't know.
Single. Yes, it is.
I think a majority of women that get divorced get like fit. They up their game. They buy a nicer car. They do it like.
I don't think so. I think that's a small number.
Maybe I just hung out with a really cool group of women.
You're the in crowd.
Dude, my in crowd is awesome. I love you guys.
Divorce Squid Games. Damn.
I mean, I just copyrighted that. Anybody tries to take it, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, we're gonna put you in the real Squid Game.
No,
yeah.
It's funny. I don't know. So
back to stage one.
So stage one, I think we discussed stage
immediately after day of, and a few days later. What key points do you want to hammer home? Because we're almost done.
I think stage one, you got your whole face, you got your trust issues, you got your alcoholism, and you don't care no more.
Damn.
That's from TikTok. The stages of divorce.
Alcoholism, whole face.
Trust issues. This is my buddy. Trust issues. This is alcoholism.
Can you
don't care no more.
Can you mold all those into four? I mean, into one? Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, you can.
No, stop.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Well, whole face and alcoholism go great because then you don't feel nothing.
You can have whole phase and alcoholism, and then you have trust issues because you don't trust the whole phase. And then what's the fourth one?
Don't care no more.
I don't care no more because it's whole phase. So you wrap all four into one, yeah.
But I think you need to go through your whole phase. You need to go through. I have trust issue. Build up the walls. Alcoholism goes with whole phase because then you don't give a fuck because you're drinking.
We're not advocating people to go out there
bars.
and get drunk all the time.
Well, I told you I did, and I had to wake up and hear the noise saying.
But if you're getting drunk all the time, please stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and again, I'm not advocating any of it, but I lived it and
Sometimes
I felt
it happens. Yeah.
And because you're so desperate, your devastation is terrible. You're going through the grief, all these things that you're going through. It was just something to numb the pain. And when I realized that was becoming before my self-care and all that sort of stuff, and my teeth were falling out. Remember that? Oh yeah. And I was losing weight. My hair is getting thin and all that fun stuff.
But you were healing.
I was healing
Divorce
throughout.
healing.
Yeah, but the podcast saved me.
Hey, there you go.
And Lancey Poo.
All right.
Yeah. So stage one.
Episode 087. Next episode is going to be stage 2, weeks to a few months.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go talk about all 9 of those.
Again.
Yep.
In
stage 2.
Weeks, few days. So Angela, we are with you on Monday. So stage 1, take care of yourself.
Yep.
Everybody out there going through it. Be kind to yourself.
Warren, shout out to you, buddy. Take care of your kids, heal yourself, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we love you guys. And share, like, follow. I don't know all the fun words, but follow us on TikTok. I don't have my Instagram because it got stolen. Do that.
Yo.
Yay. Hackers. Hackers be shit.
Bitch.
Hackers are going to get the karma because I'm angry.
Hackers going to get they're going to lose at
Squid Games.
Squid Game. Divorce Squid Games.
We got Hackers Squid Games, Divorce Squid Games, Mother-in-law Squid Games.
Oh, shit.
Family problem Squid Games.
Squid Game. Bad patient Squid Games.
Oh, fuck.
Bad school parent Squid Games. Talk to me.
None of them are going to pass.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
No one's getting it.
All right, everybody. Love you out there. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Love ya.
Oh.